I'm Ellie from Ellie's Exotics, and today we're going to be feeding all of my invertebrates. I currently have 4 tarantulas, 2 jumping spiders and 2 giant African land snails, and I'm going to be preparing all of their food in this video, and hopefully we get some good shots of them eating. I have 2 juvenile tarantulas, and both of those are going to get a small locust today, and then I have 2 subadult to adult tarantulas, and they're going to be getting 1 large locust today. My 2 jumping spiders are going to get possibly a waxworm each, and then my snails get lots of different types of veg. So let's start off with the snails. Whenever I feed my snails, I give them 3 different types of veg. Today they're getting some pepper, some broccoli and some carrot. These are very nutrient dense for the snails and they help their shells grow well. I see too many people feeding their snails things like lettuce or cucumber, but since that type of food is mainly water-based, it means that they aren't getting many nutrients from it, and it can lead to a premature death within your snails, so I would highly recommend avoiding foods like that. Now I'm giving the veg a good rinse and popping it into their enclosure. They get fresh food on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. This is the biggest of the 2 snails, Tommy, and this is the smallest of the 2, Shelby. I'm from Birmingham, can you tell? But here is a little time lapse of them eating. You might see some things wandering about on their shell. I actually have springtails and isopods in their enclosure. It's where I keep my colony, so if you see any wandering about, don't worry about that. But let's sit back and relax and watch them eat. Okay, now let's feed the tarantulas. I'm actually really low on bugs today, which I was not anticipating. So this is my Brachypelma hamori. Now I know this is a very basic setup. I have big plans for my tarantulas, but I'm not going to fulfill them until I'm in my new house. I want all of my tarantulas to eventually go into exoterras, and I'm going to make them fully bioactive and things like that, but at the moment they're fine in these critter keepers. My Brachypelma hamori, I will probably move into a bigger one because she is really big now. I think she is ready for an upgrade. I'm not going to commit to any glass enclosures just yet because they're just so difficult to move around, so I'm going to stick with the plastic ones. So she's going to get a locust today. She is a pretty good eater for the camera. I have filmed her a couple times before eating, so let's see how she is today. Yeah, ready? Wow, look at that. She is awesome. Her colours are just stunning. Like, she is beautiful. Brachypelmas are probably my favorite type of tarantulas. Like, they're just so cool, and I mean, other than like classies and stuff like that, they're pretty docile too. She does have a name. Her name is Ophelia. All my tarantulas except one are named after the Addams family. Just gonna slurp on her bug now. Let's move on to the next tarantula. So this is Morticia. I managed to get her out of her little log round. She is in pre-molt. She's got a very bold bum at the moment, so she might not eat, but I'm going to try and offer one of her favourites, which is Morio worms, and let's see if she takes this. Oh, she took it. Good job, Morticia. Even in pre-molt, she took a Morio worm. I knew she would. She absolutely loves Morio worms, as you can see. So yeah, she is my Brachypelma Smithy. She was my first tarantula that I got on my own accord, because the first one that I got was a work tarantula, which was my curly hair Wednesday. I got her over a year ago now from the IHS show, and I believe she was from Spider Shop, but she is loving that Morio worm. I'm going to put her lid on now and we can meet the next tarantula. Okay, and the next one that we are going to be meeting is my Grammostola pulchripes, and this is Pikachu. She is named after tarantula cat's Grammostola pulchripes, and she's still tiny, absolutely minuscule. She is also in pre-molt. You can see by the size of her abdomen and also the bald patch. But to try and get her to eat on camera today, I'm going to give her a waxworm, which is her favourite, and hopefully she will take that for us. There we go, she took that. I think she might have dropped it. So, she did initially want it, but I guess she's given up. I will keep an eye on her and see if she finishes that. If not, I will dig out that waxworm so that it doesn't affect her during the molting process. Now we are on to the last of the tarantulas, and this is my Carabiner versicolor, and her name is Goody. So she can be a little bit crazy, but she lives inside of this web back here. Now I'm going to give her one of her favorites. She is so picky. She will not eat locusts. The only thing she has ever eaten with me is actually Mario worms. But with her, I just pinch like the head of them because these guys can bite. I don't really worry about that with Morticia because Morticia is really good at hunting. But my Carabiner versicolor can be a little bit silly. Are you gonna go for it? There we go. She got her little Mario worm and she's just disappeared into her web now. But let me put the lid on. Let's see if we can see her. You can see how much webbing she's done. She's just inside there eating her foods. So next is the jumping spiders, and I actually had to put the food in and then go out because I had to take one of my snakes to the vet. So the only clip that I got was Boba just being a bit annoyed about his nest being messed up by the worm. But here's some previous footage of him eating a little locust. He loves locusts, those are his favourite, but I had ran out today. He is absolutely adorable. He's definitely a fan favourite, especially over on TikTok. And a few weeks ago, he actually molted. So here's his tiny little hat that he gave me. He's adorable. He's a bit crazy. He definitely doesn't like me very much, but nonetheless, still very cute. I did manage to get some footage of Tapioca eating though, so here she is, just dangling the worm upside down. I don't know why I find this so funny. She absolutely loves worms. Like, Boba isn't too fussed about worms. He likes more crickets, cockroaches, and locusts, but Tapioca really likes the wormy creatures. But again, here she is. This is so funny. It's like she's dangling from one toe on the top of the glass. But look at the size of her abdomen. She's definitely ready for a molt. I'm guessing any day now. Okay, and that is everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, you subscribe, and comment down below which invert was your favourite, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.